Now, a possible answer when it comes to those drones. They have been spotted filling the night sky across New Jersey and other states along the East Coast, with the White House and the agencies investigating releasing a statement offering an explanation for these flying objects. A joint statement from the FBI, the FAA, the Defense Department, and Homeland Security reads in part, "We assess that the sighting to date includes a combination of lawful commercial drones, hobbyist drones, and law enforcement drones, as well as manned fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, and stars mistakenly reported as drones." Going on to say they don't believe the drones are dangerous nor pose a threat to national security, while asking the public not to shoot them down due to the risk of injury. But lawmakers on Capitol Hill not entirely sold on this explanation. Here's House Majority Leader Steve Scalise within just the last hour.
I think they need to be a lot more candid about what's going on. You hear reports that boats are pulling up and releasing large numbers of drones. That's not some kid in his garage, and it's not an airplane or a star. So I hope they're more candid.
House Intelligence Committee members will be receiving a briefing on the drones in just a few hours, and we are expecting the Pentagon to be drilled by reporters during that department's press briefing in a few hours as well. So let's bring in NewsNation's Joe Khalil following all of this live on Capitol Hill ahead of this classified briefing. So, Joe, what do we expect to learn today?
Well, what I can tell you is that basically every single lawmaker that I have heard from today, and we've talked to several Republican and Democrat, no one is buying at face value the statement that you just read from the DOD, the FBI, the FAA, and the Pentagon. Several of them have pushed back. You just heard that was our interview there with Steve Scalise, his views there. I want to play one more, or not play it, we don't have it, the audio here, but just talked to, in the last couple of moments, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, who told us that she thinks this is essentially an incomplete analysis. She told me, if they say that we believe that all of these drone enthusiasts or all of these are commercial aircraft, I don't think that's an adequate assessment because I'm very well aware of drone incursions over military bases, and we do not know whose they are. She says we don't know if they're foreign operated, or adversarial. That is from Senator Gillibrand, a Democrat. So again, it's on both sides here questioning the explanation that has been put out. Now, I talked to another member of the House Intelligence Committee. This is a person who's actually going to be inside of that briefing later on today, Nichole, at 2 p.m. What he told me was if the Department of Defense, if Homeland Security is going to say there's nothing to see here, all of these drones, several of them are being mistaken or misidentified. They're actually, manned aircraft or helicopters, or in some cases stars that people are misidentifying. He says the DOD has to show us their work, prove why, show us the assessment why you think that, because short of that, he says it is hard to just accept what they're saying without considering that several of these people who've come forward and have some of these sightings are describing vehicles that are, 6 to 10 feet long. So there is I'd call it a healthy skepticism of that explanation from lawmakers on Capitol Hill that we have heard from so far. Now, at 2 p.m. today, as I mentioned, the House Intelligence Committee, they will get a briefing. Obviously, all of that is classified. We cannot be in the room. Would love to be a fly on the wall in that room. But although lawmakers cannot come and give in detail what they hear, they may come out and just characterize what they've heard. Are there questions being answered? Are they satisfied? So that's the kind of thing we hope to hear later on today, one way or another, as lawmakers come out of that closed-door briefing on this issue.
Well, Joe, are we expecting any more action on Capitol Hill related to this, since there is still so much focus on the drones?
Yeah, we do. No, there haven't been any specific concrete steps to pass a bill just yet, but there is legislation written. There's a lot of concern that we need to clarify the rules of engagement. So, for example, if the local or state police end up seeing one of these drones, they're not the military. The military has the authority to shoot those things down or bring them down. But what about, the Coast Guard? What about state police if they have a helicopter? There are a lot of questions about when it's appropriate, when it's not appropriate to bring one of these things down.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.